In this video, I'm going to show you how to clone a repository from GitHub to Visual Studio Code. It's actually quite simple. First, you have to open up Visual Studio Code on your computer, so just open it up. And then once it's opened, you want to go over here to the third tab on the left where it says Source Control. And over here it says you can install Git, and then you want to click Download Git for Windows. And then as you can see, it asks if you want code to open the external website. What you want to do is simply press open, nothing bad will happen. And over here, as you can see, it will take you to this Git download for Windows. And what you want to do over here is just click here to download where it says you can get Git for Windows. And now you want to click it. And when this downloads, just like it did for me, you want to open this up. And it will open up this installer for Git over here. Now you want to click next, and then next yet again, and then you want to select the things you want over here. So usually just as it is okay. So if you leave it as it is, it's perfectly fine, and then you want to click next. Now over here, it says to continue, click next. If you would like to select a different folder, click browse. I'm gonna leave the folder as Git, so as it was by default, and then press next. And then yet again, as you can see, you can leave this as it is again and press next. Over here, you can let Git decide if you want to, and then press next. And then you can of course, select over here where it says adjusting your path environment if you want to Git from the command line and also from third-party software, or use Git bash only. So I actually recommend this one, and so do they. So just click this one, click next, and then you can use this bundled open SSH, next, and then yet again next. And over here, of course, you can customize this if you want to. I'm just gonna do it as it is by default because I think default is just fine. And then you want to click next until you are essentially done. I'm gonna go no over here actually, and then I'm gonna do enable file caching and then press install. So once you've clicked next through all those times, you have to of course read through it so you can see if you actually agree with the stuff or if you'd like to change and make anything different. And once you've done that, just click install and then wait for a few seconds for this to install. So this shouldn't take too long. It's not too big of a program, and it does the thing pretty quickly usually. As you can see, there we go. Now I'm not gonna launch it and I'm not gonna view the release notes. I'm just gonna press finish. There we go. So that's the first part done. Now what you want to do here, as you can see, this is still not working. You still can't see anything in here. So you want to close down your Visual Studio Code completely, and then you want to open it up again. And once you do this and you go over here, as you can see, you now have an option to open a folder or to clone a repository. And that is where we're going to go to GitHub and find something to clone. So what you have to do is go to GitHub and then find a repository. So I just found one over here. It's for this raw Excel. It doesn't really matter what it is. You can clone whatever if the repository and the post has been made public on your on the GitHub website. So you can clone your repositories that are yours and you made, even if they are private. But if you're looking for different public repositories you would like to clone, they indeed have to be public if you want the ability to clone them. So once you've done this, you will see, of course, all the different documents over here, and then it says code up top, the green button. You want to click code over here, and then make sure you have it at HTTPS, and then you want to press this copy URL to clipboard over here, and then it says copied. You can close this down and then go back to the Visual Studio Code, and then over here to source control, and then clone repository. And what you want to do is simply paste this in. So right click and paste. And then if you do, there we go, it closed down for me right now. Let me do it again, close repository, and then you want to paste that in. There we go. You can use Ctrl and V, and then you can click over here where it says clone from this URL, and it will ask you to create a folder where you would like to save your repository. So I'm going to go to download folders right now, and I'm going to just save this as the repository destination, but you can of course create a new folder in here, which is usually recommended. So go to new and create one. I'm going to type in sample, there we go, and I'm going to use this folder over here and then select as repository destination. So once you do this, as you can see, it says Visual Studio Code, would you like to open the clone repository? So it already did that quickly. What you want to do is click open or open a new window, whatever you want to. And as you can see over here, you can either trust the others or not trust the others, so it's up to you if you do. And as you can see, if you do, the trust folder will enable all the features, but the browse folder is in restricted mode. So I'm going to go no for now. But if you do trust the developers who made this code, you can put it so you trust it and you'll get full access. And as you can see, over here, you now have the ability to open up each and every single thing that was written inside that repository. So that's pretty much it. That's how you clone a repository from GitHub to Visual Studio Code. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please subscribe to the channel and help me out as well.